Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jess and today I'm filming for you my weekly what I eat in a day video. So today's breakfast is going to be a very quick one because I've already made it. This is an overnight oats. I popped some white chocolate in there. If you saw my batch cooking video that I posted on Tuesday, it'll be the one that I posted before this video. That goes through like how I made it, but essentially it's just oats, oat milk, and then I've just popped a little bit of some flavour drops in there, just a little bit of like, just a bit of sweetness because I love a sweet breakfast at the minute. Yeah, today I have my PT session, but not just my PT session, I've got my like measurements getting done, so I'm going to record that, get that kind of like, you know, on so you can see how I'm doing. I kind of feel like I do feel good because I feel like I've been consistently good or stayed within like my calories for maybe it's 2 weeks I think is, and that's like the longest consistently I've managed to do it for quite a while because obviously I've been away on holiday, I've had events, I've been all over the place. As a consequence, I've been all over the place with my food as well, and I feel good. And it does go to show that I'm kind of on track because I feel better. I don't feel as bloated. But yeah, so I'm gonna have my oats. If you want like more precise measurements and things in terms of that, then go and check out the batch cooking video. They're really easy to make if you haven't made them before, and I used to make them a lot actually when I was on Slimming World, and it's something that I haven't had for a while. So like I've had oats and things, but I've not had overnight oats for a while, so I'm gonna go and have my oats, go and have a coffee, and then we'll be heading to PT.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops, now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, 'cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby, 'cause I love you.
I do love these nails. So who does these ones?
Doesn't still not pick the
nail
the gel off.
You have lost so much, which has been your lowest. That's really good. Can you tell on your bra line?
Yeah. Weight, I don't see it as like I've put weight on.
Yeah. So boobs down and then the waist. Okay, so where's your belly button now? There. So the majority is just above there. You're down here, you're down there. That's like still down in general. So what happens also if you take pictures as well, sometimes what you see in photos won't speak like with the weight and the measurements, and that's why I say we do every full bit measurement. We are doing a lot of hip thrusting. So what happens when we train hips or bum, people lose the weight or excess from the side,
right?
But then we'll put it on here, but it's button muscle.
Yeah.
So it's nice. There you go, you've lost quite a lot from your legs. No wonder.
So it's just going off different places, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's why we say we can't spot reduce. Everyone always likes to get so much off their waist.
Yeah.
But we can't just tell your body why that's all out. Why I want to lose from it, lose weight once you lose from.
That's quite cute, isn't it?
Look at that! Where did you get them tubs from?
They were from Amazon, I think, and they come with like a little sauce, like plastic sauce pot.
Oh, that's cool! Well done!
Yeah, so.
In the zone!
Good afternoon. So I was planning on showing you a nice detailed, what is that on my head? Oh, I don't know. I was going to show you a nice detailed explanation of how I made my lunch. However, one of my neighbours has just been round and dropped this off. So this is going to be my lunch today. Absolutely delicious. She's made some dumplings with some veg there and some beef. So that is, that's what I'm having for my lunch. What I have been doing actually is I've sorted, so I was trying to find something in a cupboard under the sink, right? And things started falling out. It was an absolute state. So I ended up taking everything out. I'll put a picture of what it looked like, because it was like the stuff in there, I couldn't believe the stuff I just shoved there for convenience. My friends called me a bit of a hoarder, but we'll just ignore that comment. But let me show you it now. There's still some stuff I need to sort out on there. But let's look. I've got enough Zoflora to get through me for the next 10 years probably. Got all the sort of generic cleaning stuff. Got other cleaning stuff there, lots of pink stuff. This is all like the cloths and things, and then that's my little medicine drawer thing, and then this is all my appliances under there with just some extra bits. But this was an absolute mess before, so I'm actually very impressed with myself for that. I think Billy might agree. But yeah, so going good. I've also done my washing and popped it into my little dryer thing. So yeah, not the lunch I had planned, but this is reality. These things happen, especially when you've got brilliant, lovely neighbours. So yeah, thank you, Andrea. She doesn't watch my videos, but if she ever did stumble across on it, thank you very much. I'm really, really looking forward to this. Good evening. So it's tea time now. I thoroughly enjoyed that mince and dumplings that my neighbour gave me. It was very, very nice. I thought for my tea I'd make something a little bit light, just because I don't really know obviously I know what's in it, but I don't know like how many calories and things. When I'm trying to track, sometimes I think rather than just blowing off the rest of the day, I'm going to try and just make something healthy for tea. So I've just got out for myself a chicken breast there, and then I've basically got some veg. The pepper and the courgette are actually from my allotment, so I'm going to have some of that, and then some spinach noodles. So I'm just basically making myself like a noodle stir fry, and I've just got some dark soy sauce there to add a little bit of flavour, and yeah, that is what I'm going to make for my tea.
But I don't know how, 'cause every time I bump right into you, I get all tongue-tied. Want you to know me, but I'm way too shy. I can't just go around admitting that it's you I like. I wish that I had guts enough to flirt a little, but I'm too scared I'll fail. I wish that I could listen to the voice inside me, a voice that always says, give it a go, don't waste your time, 'cause you're running out. Give it a go and ask around, only takes one try, yeah. Even if she tells you no, then at least you know. So give it a go, give it a go. I just can't read you when you pass me by. Sometimes you look my way and say my name, and I turn around, but when I see you, you just walk on by. It's like you wanna talk but get caught off by your own mind. I wish that I had guts enough to flirt a little, but I'm too scared I'll fail. I wish that I could listen to the voice inside me, a voice that always says, give it a go, don't waste your time, 'cause you're running out. Give it a go and ask around, only takes one try, yeah. Even if she tells you no, then at least you know. So give it a go, give it a go.
And there is my tea done. Now that is a good portion. You've got your carbs there with the spinach noodles, your protein in the chicken, and then bulked out with loads and loads of veg. So quite looking forward to this. Good evening. So I thought, let me just set you down, see if we can find a good angle. Hang on. Let's have a chat before I go to bed. Okay, don't know if this is the best angle or not, probably not, but I guess before I went to bed I just wanted to do a little bit of a more like in-depth check-in, I guess, like update on where I'm at with my weight loss. Obviously this channel used to be like very heavily weight loss focused. A lot of you guys came from the fact that I was in a calorie deficit or Slimming World or whatever venture I've been trying. At the minute, I think my most recent kind of method of losing weight that I shared was Second Nature, and I am still following Second Nature's principles, but I've also decided to add back in an element of calorie counting as well. So if you're not aware about Second Nature, it's basically a program which doesn't count calories. You don't like have any kind of value for food, so there's no like good and bad foods, but it does however educate you quite a lot about like different types of food, like why you might be feeling hungry at certain times, how, like the importance of sleep, like everything to do with healthy eating, a healthy lifestyle. It educates you on all of that, and I've found that really, really useful. So in terms of knowing that I need a good night's sleep, knowing that I need enough protein in my diet, like knowing like the different types of food groups and things, which I think you don't necessarily learn at things like Slimming World, Weight Watchers, even just deciding to count calories, like knowing what types of food are going to keep you full. And it's not necessarily the like stodgy things like potatoes and whatever, but more like the high protein things. So that's kind of what Second Nature's about, and I'm still following the guidance of that, and I'm still learning about nutrition and things. And then, like I say, I've started to add an element of calorie counting as well. So I'm aiming between 1,600 and 1,700 calories per day roughly, and I try and get 180 grams of protein in a day, and that, I'm not gonna lie, is incredibly difficult. I don't hit that every day. I am trying, but like it is really, really hard to get that much protein in. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the minute. In terms of like weight loss, I'm now, my actual weight is now back to what it was before I went to Ibiza. So over the last, God, when did I go to Ibiza? Like June, July, August, September. So over the last 3 months, I have done a lot. I've been away a lot. A lot has happened, which meant that I've not managed to have like a full consistent week of eating well or eating healthily. So in terms of staying on track, like yes, we should allow ourselves to have our treats and things and not feel like we constantly have to be eating well, but it is sometimes a little bit more difficult for me to get back on track after those things. So for example, when I went away for a week to Tenerife, when I came back, like the night after I got back, I had a takeaway, and then it was just getting back on track was like difficult for me because I'm just so used to eating the way I was eating. So the last couple of weeks I've been fully on track, and I've been losing inches and I've been losing weight again, which feels great because I don't feel bloated anymore. One thing I would say about Second Nature is that it has severely improved my relationship with food. So I don't feel like, even though my progress has been really slow, really up and down, I'm not as bothered as I used to be, which is, you know, I used to think it was the worst thing in the world. I used to go, and then I would resort to like a crash diet, and that would fail and that would make me feel worse. Whereas now I'm just kind of accepting of the fact that this is just life. I'm in my late 20s now. You know, I turn 30 next year. I have just turned 29, so I'm not like almost 30, but I do turn 30 next year. And there's more to life than worrying about like diets and stuff like that. You've got to live your life. So, you know, yes, I am losing weight, and I did take a little picture of my measurements this morning whilst I was with Rima, and from the very beginning up until now, I've lost 41.5 centimeters off various areas of my body, and so that is smaller than I was. And I've lost I've lost 5 kilos, which is about 11 pounds. So, I mean, it's probably not as fast as I would usually have lost it. It's probably, I might get a few comments saying that I should be losing it faster, but at the end of the day, I'm really enjoying my life at the minute, and I'm still managing to lose 11 pounds in that time, so I don't care. Quite frankly. And yeah, if it takes me a few years to get where I want to be in terms of like weight and whatever, then I don't, that is what it is. If it means that I can really enjoy my life in the meantime, then so be it. Because the way I see it is that I have tried to do the crash diets, to be in the zone for weeks on end, lose like 3 stone in like a matter of a few months. And like, I think when I was in Slimming World, I was like on track. I used to turn down nights out, I used to turn down going out for meals, I used to turn down a lot of things because I was in the zone and I really wanted to lose weight and become happy again. And I lost 3 stone and I looked great, but the reality was that losing weight didn't solve my problems, and it didn't make anything better. And then I think I learned that you're never ever going to be happy with whatever shape or size you are, no matter how much weight you lose, and it becomes a little bit of an obsession. When I realised that I still wasn't happy with the way I looked, regardless of losing like 3 stone, I then kind of had the mentality of, well, I've lost 3 stone, so I can go back to eating how I was now because I'm the size I was, and then I've just put weight on again. So it's this relationship with food that's like made all this happen. That's what I'm blaming anyway. But yeah, so I do feel like I'm in a good position mentally with food, and I'm living my life. I'm enjoying it, and that's all that's important. And you guys should also live your lives and not worry about the mundane things. I feel that kind of like explains a little bit of where I'm at, hopefully. As ever, I'm still not going to be disclosing my weight. I did get a few messages on Instagram saying would I share my weight and things for comparison, and looking back now, sharing my weight so that people could compare themselves to me was a really, really bad idea. Not just for me, in terms of the fact that I used to open myself up to criticism, which would make things even harder for me and really make me feel a bit down about things, but also for you guys, because every single body is so different, that just because I was like whatever weight it was at my height does not mean that somebody else at my weight and height is going to look the same, because the weight is going to be proportioned in completely different places. So having the same weight and height as someone does not mean that you're going to look anything like them. So me putting my stats out there for people to compare to was so inaccurate and quite wrong of me, because people were going to compare themselves to me and then just be disappointed and wonder why they didn't look the same as me, or why, you know, things weren't the same. So yeah, I've learned that, and I think that again is just from a long period of not being in the right place with weight loss and not having the right mentality about things. Every day we learn and we grow, and yeah, that's about it. I'm just going to end this vlog here because I feel like I've been prattling on for ages. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Go and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified for when I do upload, then hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you.